Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Dalton's Cardinals going up against Luck's Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Here's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw here, Dalton. And Nelson's got it here right side. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. This is Robert Turbin. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Luck finding his emerging tight end Doyle for a Colt first.
We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. What? He didn't even have that in the previous 3 seasons.
No, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New Orleans, really opened things up, didn't he?
Yeah, Dwayne Allen's been shipped off to New England, so Jack Doyle, truly tight end 1.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run again with Mason. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Luck. Hard throw, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score.
David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 88 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Trey Mason, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talking about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Derek Rivers coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Dalton throwing on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jabal Sheard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken right around the 44. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch. Also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Now they run. It's Mason. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the ground again, it's Mason. A little juke. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Mason with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Passing, it's Dalton. Screen play, Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Locke. Dumps it off for Spiller. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Johnson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
He gets away from one. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run here with Mason. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also moved the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mason. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Block on 3rd down. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dorial Green Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2nd down and just 1. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Dalton here from the gun. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's 3rd down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's got Fitzgerald. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And to give this time to the tailback. Room to run past midfield. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. It's an end around. Hilton. And some room to work. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. From the 50, it's long. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll take it down shy the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Locke. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Back to throw, Love. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hassan Reddick, the rookie from Temple. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Second down, 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Throwing on third and long. Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The drive begins with Mason. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
To throw is Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Luck now on second down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Led the NFL with 1,448 yards in 2016. The first Colt to do so since Reggie Wayne in 2007. How about this guy? He's been something.
Yeah, 4 straight years now over 1,000 and 3 straight Pro Bowls for T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, what I love about him, inside, outside, he can work it all.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Luck. Underneath to Spiller. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To throw on second down is Luck. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Throwing on third down, Luck. And he's got Moncrief. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Red zone opportunity. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run it with Mason. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Trey Mason, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Reeser, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Complete to Amaro on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick, the rookie from Temple. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So Dalton departs due to injury. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Now Palmer. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 31 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Caught by Nelson. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quentin Coples able to drop him for a loss of 4. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Out of the gun, Palmer. And Barnidge has it on the right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Palmer. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Nelson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He's back to throw. It's caught left side by John Brown. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. The Colts on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.